the sun goes down. I don't care if there's no one around. Take this thing down to the ground. Come on closer to this sound. 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 Da 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 da
Hello. I was just filing my nails. Hi, Father Ink. Thanks so much for the 22 months. Woo! Woo! Slash, thanks so much for the 9 months. Woo! Hi, Mad Hatter. Hi, Jenno. Oh, man. I got a really bad sinus headache. Well, every day, but today is like worse. Question for you guys that are on Instagram. Did you get your ability to take a photo for your story taken away? Or is that just me? Oh, thanks. It's my Friday shirt. No, I'm not wearing this on the flight. I'm not. I'm gonna wear one of my I'm a cool Instagrammer outfits. Oh. It's okay, Scott. Thank you. There's a glitch on certain models of phones and software. Oh, really? Let me see something, because I have my balanced botness account. Let's see if it lets me. Nope. I can't post a photo. It's really annoying. Hi, Sprucely. Hi, Pete. Are they going to update it? Guessing, right? Apps. Mine usually update automatically, so. Restart the phone? I don't think restarting the phone will change an Instagram glitch, though. Because I think it's an app-specific glitch. This comes out so slowly. Come on. The chapstick farted. What's everyone doing this weekend? What are y'all up to? All right, capo. This thing's too heavy. Rhubarb and strawberry jam. Oh, that's so nice. How do you make jam? Trying to have a non-sad day. I feel you on that pretty much every day. Most days. I think actually going to see my family is going to be very nice for my mental health. Listen, Wanner, all eye on me. Fruit and sugar and heat. Wait, did I add a song to my list that doesn't have chords? No. Thunder and lightning her. What? You want me to get thundered and lightninged? That's not very nice. Why would you want that from me? Are you serious with this? I added a song that doesn't have chords. Dang it. All right. I guess I'm gonna have to take this song off. Oh, I'm so bummed out. I really like this song. I guess I'm gonna have to figure out the chords myself at some point. All right. Oh well. How about this one? Because I don't think I looked up for any of these. No! It moved when you deleted a song. This is such a bummer. All right. Wow, I'm so bummed out. I added like a few new songs of songs that I've been listening to a lot lately. And There's no chords for them in Ultimate Guitar. Excuse me. Excuse me, people. Okay, so I gotta delete that one. So I'm gonna have to do it. I'm gonna have to use my brain. You guys know how I feel about using my brain. I know, OMG is right. So out of it too. Dee, 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 dee. The brain. Riyadh, thanks so much for the follow. Jenno, thanks so much for that bit. Did I say that already? Staying in the city on my own, gonna look for some jobs and stuff. Y'all, this is an Allie and AJ song. Do y'all remember Allie and AJ? If you could wash the brain, yeah. Whoever, if someone came up with that, they would be so rich. But people get brainwashed all the time. Amek, thanks so much for the follow. If it was a brainwashing in a good way. Oh my God, I had a dream last night that I was with one of my friends from college and someone else. It was like 3 of us. And in the dream, we were going to a Backstreet Boys concert, but she was going to try to get us like backstage, but not like legally. Like it was going to be like this trick to get like backstage. Anyway, we were unsuccessful. Hi, Infrared. Dreams are the worst. No, they're not. Some of them are bad, but not all of them are bad. Anyway, we weren't successful, but then we somehow snuck in to at least sit in the audience because we didn't pay for tickets. And it ended up being not the Backstreet Boys. It was this group of guys that went to my college. Because I went to music school. For those of you that don't know, I went to music college. It was this group of guys from there. One of them that like gives me the ick. And they were like in the audience, like interacting with the audience. And the one that gives me the ick came over and like was kissing my hand. And I was like, please get away from me. Like, disgusting. Thank you. Because he was like really slimy in college and like was one of those people that didn't respect boundaries and stuff. It was, yeah. He was like, I won't get into it because it's not pleasant to talk about. But anyway, I woke up like this. It started with me getting to go watch the Backstreet Boys with friends, and it ended up that I had to see someone that I do not like. So, that's fun. But I feel like those are the ones I remember. I need to like start writing them down that way that I can remember the nice ones. Slash, that's such a bad perspective to have. Oh no. You can't give that much meaning to dreams, Slash. That's like not good for your mental health to think like that. Bad from start to end. No, it was good at the beginning. No, I don't have to admit it. When I have nice dreams and then I wake up from them, I'm like, oh, that was nice. So it's all about how you how you approach things. If you approach everything with a negative mindset, then everything's going to feel negative and everything's going to feel crappy. And I just want to ask, how is that helping you? It's okay to be negative sometimes, but negative about everything? Y'all are downers today. Hi. We could pack up this house, get out of town, drive across country, one tail light out. You wouldn't need anything else now, would ya? Just all of my books and your old Daytona. Yeah, it's fine. Where you going, sunshine? We got time. Sit back and I'll drive you to all the pretty places. Pull us away from where the pain is. These open skies, leaving the past behind. I would for all the pretty places. Watch the sunrise, sunset, same day. When was the last time you did that anyway? vibing with your jam. Okay, I have one last thing to say about the positivity, negativity perspective of things. Okay, so if you're waking up sad because a happy thing happened in your dream and it's not going to happen in real life, then by that logic, you should be waking up happy when something sad happens in your dream because it's not happening in real life. So it is 100% about how you decide to take things and your perspective on things. Zero, thanks so much for the follow. You are deciding to be sad about the sad dream and sad about the happy dream. Also, feelings and thoughts, we give permission for feelings and thoughts to exist in our brain. I bet you there's also really good things that are constantly happening in your life, but you choose to focus on the bad. Yeah, but again, your feelings, you get to decide. You get to decide how long you hold on to that feeling. Yeah, bad things happen to everyone all the time. I'm not arguing with you. I'm trying to give you a different perspective because I am a person that spent, Warjing, thanks so much for the 6 months. Woo! I'm a person that spent so much of my life just complaining and upset and like just negative about everything. And my mom used to tell me that I was like a huge downer, and she'd be like, oh, you're so, like, why are you always complaining about everything? Like, be positive. Okay, so telling someone to be positive, obviously, it's not going to make you more positive. But I'm telling you as someone who complained all the time, was pessimistic about everything. I'm still pessimistic about a lot of things. But I'm going to tell you that like choosing to focus on the bad and choosing to constantly be upset and complaining and like giving power to the bad feelings, giving power to the negative feelings and the sad feelings and the angry feelings, giving power to that all the time. First of all, it's exhausting. And second of all, it didn't actually help me in any way. Like my depressed and anxious brain would tell me, no, like we're keeping ourselves safe. Because if we don't get excited about anything, we can't be disappointed about everything. If we're just upset about life all the time, then we can never be disappointed about anything. Like, if we don't have any expectations of anything being good, then we can never really truly be sad, right? But it's not true. It's not true at all. All I was just upset and angry at the world all the time. Am I saying it's easy to choose to stop giving power to those feelings? No, it's not easy. I have been to so many therapists, life coaches, hypnotherapy. I've tried different medications. I have like a weed tea that I like to drink because it would make me happy. And even that sometimes it would make me sad because I would drink the tea and I'd be like, oh my God, this is what a non-depressed person feels like. It's amazing. Because obviously some of us have chemical imbalances that make it a lot harder. But you're making it even harder on yourself when you constantly give power to the bad feelings and to the negative feelings, and you're saying, yes, what my brain is saying right now is true. If you're saying all the time, like this bad feeling that I'm having, it's true. Like I am worth nothing. Life is crappy. Everything bad happens to me. Nobody likes me. If you're always like agreeing with those thoughts and those feelings, like that's going to be your reality forever. Dried dandelion greens. Again, not saying that just smiling and being like, everything's great, that's not going to help, right? It's not going to change anything. But if you do start talking to yourself in a more positive way, as cheesy as it feels in the beginning, it's going to help because what you're doing right now is probably not helping and it's probably not making life better. I think what this is, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. That's what I was doing. Optimistic nihilism is the best. Right, but that's part of life. Like having expectations for something and then not having those expectations met, like that's going to happen for like your entire life, because that's just life. I think things are random, to be honest. Like, you know, there's people that say like, oh, everything happens the way it's supposed to. I think it's more about your perspective and your mindset. Like, I think it's like, okay, you know what? I'm going to take advantage of the situation and I'm going to pivot and I'm going to change. Imagine having expectations in 2022. I'd be depressed as well. Oh my God, car, shut up. I'm not scolding anybody, by the way. I'm not saying anyone is wrong for the way that they feel. I'm just giving advice as someone who spent wasted a lot of time, being upset about the things that I can't control and being upset about things not going a certain way and feeling like I was the victim of the universe. No, I didn't. I haven't drank the tea on stream. Like, it's okay to be disappointed about things. It's okay to be upset and angry and sad. But like, I think what I worry more about is if that's people's only reaction to things and their whole, like, you don't ever see like the good side of things, or you don't ever like adjust, or I don't know, like it's also like self-worth. Like, I think self-worth is really important, because if you have a really Bills Beat, thanks so much for the 25 months. Woo! If you try to establish like a higher sense of self-worth, when these things happen, when these things like don't go your way, you're not going to be like, well, it's my fault. Like, I do everything bad. I'm the reason that I can't have anything good in my life. Do you know what I mean? Like, life is just random and life is just unfair sometimes, and it doesn't have anything to do with you. Like, good things happen to bad people and bad things happen to good people, and good things happen to good people and good things happen to bad things happen to bad people. Like, it's just random. I mean, I agree with you, Sledge. I also saw the news and was just like, well, everything is crap and everything is, oh, well, you mean your news. I meant like the world news. But yeah, it's just the way the world works, and boring things never seem to happen to interesting people. I bet you a ton of boring things happen to interesting people. They just don't talk about it. But in my experience, like, my mom is like on the opposite side of the spectrum. Okay. So like you have like, you know, people that are like negative about absolutely everything. And then my mom is like positive about absolutely everything, which I also find really annoying because it's not realistic. But like, no matter what's going on in the world around, because she has such a strong sense of self and self-worth that like really nothing phases her. And she's like aware. I mean, she is controlling of like us or tries to be. But even that, like lately, because my self-worth and my like sense of self has been getting better, even when she tries to like tell me to feel bad about something, or tells me to like change something, or like not have a certain perspective of things, like I've gotten so much more strong in like my opinions and my self-worth and everything, that like I'm able to like tell her like, no, I'm okay, like thank you, but I'm okay. And we used to argue all the time, and now we don't, because we're like respectful in our communication, but we're both very like sure of our position in life. I know, Jimmy. Even if I avoid the news, I would see it on Instagram. Cramos, thanks so much for the follow. That's what makes them interesting. Yes, hi ye old, hi Patui. Think of it as not having life, but you are life itself. Yeah, that's fair. Hello. I don't know. My perspective on things have changed a lot lately. Like, I definitely have a lot of really sad moments and moments of like hopelessness and feeling like what's like things are just gonna get worse. Some things will get worse and some things will get better. And that's just life. And it sucks that we can't control everything. But I'm trying to choose to focus on the good things in my life and the good things that happen and like the people in my life that I'm so grateful for. Anyway, that was my spiel for today. And it's not because I think I'm better than you or smarter than you or like more experienced than you. It's because I don't want you to suffer longer when I know that you could not. Say you won't let go. If you do exclamation SR, say you won't let go, it will go into the song list, actually. How do you get it to your stream if you don't mind? What, my guitar? It's plugged in. This is plugged into a interface. Taco Bell coupons. Oh, I'm sorry, Hakan. It's an RME baby face. Hi, Bill. Have they fixed the founder's badge thing? Maybe this is one of the first times that you've felt like your expectations weren't met or like you've had like a big disappointment like that. Which totally makes sense. If you're feeling like this heavy about it. But I think it's just really important to work on like your self-worth, you know, and not tying it to the things that happen to you because they're not related. If they were, then I would be like, then I guess I'm like the most worthless person in the world because I've been rejected so many times from so many things and people. You know what I mean? But I'm not. I'm amazing. Wasn't raised religious, but I wish that I was. Having nothing to believe in has been killing my buzz. Yeah, I cut my hair, you close the blinds, play hallelujah like 24 times. And yesterday I tried to pray, but I didn't know what to say. I'm too sad to cry, too high to get up. Don't even try, cause I'm scared to fuck up. I don't like to talk, I just lay in my bed. Don't even try to go out with my friends. I lied to my doctor, she knew I was faking. Gave me some pills, but I'm too scared to take them. I try and I try, but I'm too sad to cry. I can tell my mama, it makes her worry. I'm not suicidal, sometimes the lines get all blurry. Yeah, I cut my hair, close the blinds, play hallelujah like 24 times. And yesterday I tried
up. I don't like to talk, I just stay in my bed. Don't even try to go out with my friends. I lied to the doctor, she knew I was faking. Gave me some pills, but I'm too scared to take them. I try and I try, but I'm too sad to cry.
Hi, League. Hi, Coyote. How you doing? All right, I'm going to tell you guys too. Man, I don't know if I want to tell you guys about the second rejection story because it's really, really embarrassing. But the first one, when I was in high school, I auditioned every single year to be in this, what's it called? Like group. Like it was like the Glee of the choir. Okay, so there was like the main choir that I was in, and then there was like this thing called, what was it called, like Pop Soundsations. Anyway, it was like a really big deal. Okay, like if you were in that group, then you would get to do like performances at like school events, and there was like choreography, and there was like, you know, solos that you would get, and it was usually like pop songs. So you weren't doing like the boring choir stuff, even though everybody still sounded like I'm trying to think of a song that they would have sung. Like if they sang Britney Spears, it'd be like, "You drive me crazy." It's like very choiry sounding. Anyway, I auditioned every single year for Pop Soundsations, and they rejected me every single year. My best friend was in it. My group of like friends that like I hung out with every single day was in it. Like the two top, like, you know, whatever. Basically every person that was my friend in choir was in Pop Sound, like was in this group, and they refused. They refused to like let me be a part of it every single year. And it was the same with like with theater. I would audition for the plays, and they would always put me as like like distant backup singer dancer, like in the back. Clearly they thought your friends were holding you back. They just needed to see you too. No, I don't know what their problem was with me, honestly. I really don't. But like, I mean, part of it, I know that they didn't like that I had a life outside of choir. Like most of the choir kids were like choir all the time. And I liked to hang out with like all kinds of people. Like I just hung out with all kinds of people. So I feel like they saw me as like this like bad kid. But yeah, every single year I would audition for like one of the not one of the lead roles, but like maybe one of like the side roles that at least got to sing something in the play. And they'd always be like, nope, background singer, sorry. And then I think by senior year, I was like, fuck this. And I just started doing theater tech, where I would build the sets and stuff. And my theater tech teacher loved me. So that was great. And that made me feel better about myself. But I feel like it was like so crappy because I was like, you know, those are like the years where you're really like really feeling self-conscious about yourself and stuff. And I have those teachers on Facebook and stuff. And like when I post like updates about my life, they're like, "Wow, so proud of you. Great job." I'm like, I don't eat, sleep, and breathe choir. No, I know. It's so annoying. It's like I'm always here. The other story is like super, 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 super embarrassing. And I think it's maybe too early to share that one in the day. Your high school reunion's coming up. Dude, like, I think when I was in college and maybe like a couple years after graduating college, I was always so gung-ho. Like, I was going to go to my high school reunion. Like, I was like, I'm going to be so excited to see everybody, and it's going to be amazing, and it's going to be so much fun. And then, like, my high school reunion came up, like, the date was coming up, and I was like, I don't want to see any of those people. I don't care. I don't want to go. It also didn't help that it was during, like, peak COVID times. Nice, Jimmy. How was dinner last night, League? No one could have paid me enough to go to my reunion. I mean, I keep in touch with the people that I would have wanted to see at my high school reunion. And everyone else I pretty much don't want to see. So, tell the story, Nick. All right, it's really embarrassing though. COVID times feels old to say. I mean, it was like peak COVID times. I'm going to preface this with the fact that I was, 17, 18 and had very bad self-esteem. And yeah, it was, anyway, it was senior prom. Okay. And most of my friends had already been in like long-term relationships, and their flowers had been taken, had bloomed. I do not know how to describe this in a not horrible way. Okay. Anyway, and nobody would date me. Nobody would date me in high school. The only time somebody like dated me was when, actually when I went to Christian school, somebody dated me there, but then I didn't like them. But anyway, at my public high school, nobody would date me. And, the only time somebody did date me in high school was because their friends and my friends forced him to ask me out because we had our first kiss at a theater party, and I didn't want to be seen as like a floozy. And we dated for 3 weeks, and it was horrible. Anyway, so senior year, I was like really upset that I was going to college without my flower having bloomed. We went super drunk to like actual prom. I don't remember it. There was a point where we were all holding hands in a circle and like whatever. So anyway, so we left prom, went to the after party. No, it's horrible. I went to the after party. I spent the whole after party trying to convince someone at that party to help a sister out, and nobody would. Not only that, but like some of my guy friends who are like, they were like not great people, okay? But in this moment, they felt so like, I don't know, like embarrassed for me. They sat me down, like they were like, Jenny, let's go to the room. And I was like, yeah, it's gonna happen. They took me to the room and they were like, Jenny, you need to wait until you find someone special. Don't just give it away for free. And I was like, what? I tell you, it's so embarrassing. And I was like, are you serious? You guys are like the flooziest guys ever at this school, and you're giving me the talk. Oh my God. And then I definitely got to a point where I was like way past like cognition, and there was one dude who was being really gross, and they were like, get away from her. So that was sweet. But the whole thing, when I tell you that I've been rejected in my life, man, I have been rejected, okay? And it was not fun, and it was not nice, and it felt really shitty, and it felt even shittier in the morning when I woke up hungover, having realized what I had done and said publicly in front of like at least 30 or 40 people. So when you're feeling like you're the only person in the world whose expectations aren't being met or has been rejected from something embarrassingly, just remember my story. Because it was horrible. And I'm here and everything's great. Everything's great now in terms of relationships. Yeah, just remember that 18-year-old Jenny existed and she was just a sad human being. Dobbies and Kaida, thanks so much for the follow. Oh, God. College went a lot better for me, I will say. People not knowing who I was and my history was definitely really helpful. But yeah, high school was rough. And you know what's funny? Like in my mind, like during the time, like when I was in high school, I didn't really feel like it was that bad. Of course, there's a big crowd. Of course, a bunch of people showed up for my story. Oh, God. Anyway, that was a long time ago, but still, I still feel the sting sometimes of how embarrassing that was, and that there's people, you know, that know that, remember that. Waffle, thanks so much for the follow. I remember also every time that I would come back to, like where, like, you know, come back home to visit, it was like I would revert back to that type of person, to like who I was, and I was suddenly doing all kinds of stupid things and just acting a fool. It's so strange. Slapped by a girl in 8th grade because I told her to shut up. I stayed at the same school for 3 more years. Oh no. I'm sorry that somebody slapped you. Thank goodness today that would have been on TikTok. Dude, I don't know. Yeah. Somebody, yeah. I'm glad that filming people wasn't common then. You got kicked out of prom? We kind of got kicked out of prom because we were definitely like not good at hiding the fact that we were having a hard time standing. It was a bad night. This is the story of a girl who cried a river and drowned the whole world. While she looks so sad in photographs, I absolutely love her when she smiles. How many days in a year she woke up with hope, but she only found tears. I can be so insincere, making the promise not for real. As long as she stands there waiting, wearing the holes in the soles of her shoes. How many days disappear? You look in the mirror, so how do you choose? Your clothes never wear as well the next day, and your hair never falls quite the same way. You never seem to run out of things to say. This is the story of a girl who cried a river and drowned the whole world. While she looks so sad in photographs, I absolutely love her when she smiles. How many lovers would stay just to put up with this every day and all day? How do we wind up this way, watching our mouths for the words that we say? As long as we stand here waiting, running the clothes
clothes are the souls that we choose. How do we get there today? When we're walking too far for the price of our shoes. The clothes never wear as well the next day, and your hair never falls quite the same way. You never seem to run out of things to say. This is a story of a girl who cried a river and drowned the whole world. And she looks so sad in photographs. I absolutely love her when she smiles. This is the story of a girl who cried a river and drowned the whole world. While she looks so sad in photographs, and I absolutely love her. This is the story of a girl whose pretty face she hid from the world. While she looks so sad and lonely there, I absolutely love her. This is the story of a girl who cried a river and drowned the whole world. While she looks so sad in photographs, I absolutely love her when she smiles. When she smiles. I definitely have more funny stories from high school and college than I do from current life. But I do have Jerry Burns at the Pilates class, so there's that. But, you know, I don't necessarily think boring is worse, because I would not redo my high school years for, I wouldn't say all the money in the world, because if somebody gave me a lot of money, I would redo them. But if somebody was like, here's $100 to redo high school, but you can't change anything, I would be like, no. No, thank you. Oh my God, League. You don't have any funny stories at all? What? Please. I bet you do. You just don't remember them. Also, you have an emote of a funny story. Or a funny video, at least. Yeah, I'm kind of like on the fence about like recording things that happen. Torvac, thanks so much for the follow. In recent times, I've gotten better about not recording like concerts and stuff, and just trying to like be in the moment and enjoy it more, because I do know that like, besides putting it on my story to prove that I left the house, I'm not going to look back and watch those videos. But on the other hand, like taking videos of like when you're having funny moments with your family, or like when you have kids and you take like videos of your kids, I think like it's similar to when people used to do the video cameras. I feel like we just need to be more selective about it. You look back at your concert videos a lot? Aw. Well, see, for you, then it would be worth it. But I think definitely more selective. Definitely we should strive to be more in the moment and absorb those moments. But I think it's also really nice to have like video memories of things for like the future. I actually look back at old photos and old videos all the time because I'm nostalgic for the past. But yeah. It all depends on how it makes you feel. If it doesn't make you feel good, that you probably shouldn't keep them.
Do 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 do. See, with relationships too, when like people would reject me or like things just wouldn't work out, 99.9% of the time I was like, okay, we weren't meant to be together. This person did me a favor by letting me know early on, like good thing they didn't waste my time. And even if we had been together for a long time, I was never really with anybody for a long time. I'd just be like, okay, wasn't for me. Person wasn't for me. Let's move on and find someone that is for me. A junior student complained to the principal that I hit him on the school bus. Principal didn't even listen to him and said if this repeats, he won't be allowed on the school bus. A month later, the principal was transferred. Ay, ay, ay. You developed a thick skin. Aw, thanks, Slatch. I don't know if I developed a thick skin or if, because I think a lot of it has to do with nurture versus nature, right? Some people are just born like resilient. I think some people are made resilient in certain fields. I think because I saw how strong of a relationship my parents had, that kind of became my standard. Like I really never saw them fight. Like they definitely I feel like they definitely disagreed on things, but they just never fought, and like they treated each other with a lot of respect. And I just like if somebody didn't give me that, I was just like, okay, bye, like see ya. Or if someone didn't want to be with me, I'm like, well, I want to be with someone that wants to be with me, so okay, bye. Do you know what I mean? But I think that was like I had a huge advantage of watching a relationship that was really strong and like full of like communication and mutual respect and all that kind of stuff. They did mess me up in some ways because I didn't realize that like having disagreements with someone was okay. Because I never saw them like argue about anything. And it usually made me like run for the hills immediately. Yeah. Over the last like, I don't know, like 5, 6, 7 years, I've learned like, oh, you don't have to jump ship at like any small conflict. If you and a person can work things out and like have conversations and like talk about it respectfully, then everything's good. And you grow as people. So, yeah. But it did save me. It did save me from being in a lot of like really terrible relationships and for a long time. And I never put up with like abuse, you know what I mean? Like I never, not saying that anyone who's put up with abuse is like stupid or whatever, none of that. But like I had the advantage that I had a strong, positive like relationship that showed me like what's acceptable and what isn't, you know? You don't remember a lot of your childhood? Oh. Do you remember yourself in that video that you were in where you're crying? So adorable in the video. Sorry, Corey. Try to make me go to rehab, and I said no, no, no. Yes, I've been black, but when I come back, you'll know, no, no. I ain't got the time, and if my daddy thinks I'm fine, he try to make me go to rehab, and I won't go, go, go. I'd rather be at home with Ray. I ain't got 70 days, 'cause there's nothing can learn from Mr. Hathaway. I didn't get a lot in class, but I know it don't come in a shot glass. They try to make me go to rehab, and I said no, no, no. Yes, I've been black, but when I come back, you'll know, no, no. I ain't got the time, and if my daddy thinks I'm fine, he tried to make me go to rehab, and I won't go, go, go. The man said, why you think you here? I said, I got no idea. Said I'm gonna lose my baby. So I always keep a bottle near. Said I just think you're depressed. This me, yeah baby, and the rest. They try to make me go to rehab, and I said no, no, no. Yes, I've been black, but when I come back, you'll know, no, no. I don't ever wanna drink again. I just need a friend. I'm not gonna spend 10 weeks and everyone think I'm on the mend. It's not just my pride, it's just till these tears have dried. They try to make me go to rehab, and I said no, no, no. Yes, I've been black, but when I come back, you'll know, no, no. I ain't got the time, and if my daddy thinks I'm fine, he try to make me go to rehab, and I won't go, go, go. Patooey, this happens a lot where we'll be talking about a subject and then the song like just happens to be on the same topic. It's very strange. There's 3 slots still available, y'all. Bye, Hakan. Love you too. Have a great day. Mad Hatter, that sounds lovely. Do you ever sell your creations or gift them to people for like things? Bye. Have a good time rock climbing and hiking. Hi, Aesthetical. Ricochet, hello. Aw, that's sweet. Gonna be a little spooky. Listen, for those of you that have blocked out childhoods, I highly recommend hypnotherapy, but I also understand not wanting to go there. Just saying. Just saying. Most of the time, we just need to heal our inner child to fix a lot of things that are going on within us. But it can be very heavy work, so I understand. Most of the time, my inner child wants ice cream. I'm just putting it out there. Yep. Hypnotherapy can make you love Kiiger music forever and ever. I'm going to call all your hypnotherapists and be like, can you tell them in between that they will watch Kiiger forever? Just kidding. That's not how hypnotherapy works. Your inner child is never dead. Your inner child is the one that that learned all the anxiety responses, and you wanted to, but your sister took. What? Seriously? But you know what? Who cares what she wants? You should do what you want. You texted your therapist happy anniversary recently. Bye, Mad Hatter. Bye, 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 bye. Have a great day. Happy Canada Day. If my inner child is responsible for anxiety, then it's big. Yeah, your inner child is usually responsible for all your like trauma responses, all your stress responses and trauma responses, like especially if they don't feel like healthy. That's where that comes from. Everybody has an inner child. You also have you have inner a lot of things. There's like a lot, you remember like the movie, what's the movie that I'm thinking about? With the happy and the angry and the sad? No, like in and out, or Inside Out. Yeah. That's a really good representation of genuinely what they've said is going on in there. Hey, Darren. Alien. Or maybe not like an accurate, but like it is a way that you can kind of like communicate with the little different parts of you that like react to things. Darren, thank you so much for the sub. Aw. Woo. Please let me know what I can sing for you, and your song will be bumped up to the top as well. I'm still working on my inner child and my trauma responses and all kinds of things, but my relationship with my inner child has gotten like so much better. My inner child is definitely still dressed in 90s wear, yes. Yes, my inner child is a child. The Cell is a crazy movie about the inner child. Really? I've never seen it. Is it scary? It sounds scary. Please come now, I think I'm falling. I'm holding on to all I think is safe. She remembers more than you, so she was like kind of like warning you not to do it. Gotcha. But it's like, I don't know. It's like live with it forever the way you're living now, or like uncover it and heal. Definitely uncover it and heal is a lot more difficult. It is. But I don't know. I can't deal with heaviness for too long. With heavy feelings for too long. Please come now, I think I'm falling. I'm holding on to all I think is safe. I seem I found the road to nowhere, and I'm trying to escape. I yelled back when I heard thunder, but I'm down to one last breath. And with it, let me say, hold me now. I'm 6 feet from the edge, and I'm thinking maybe 6 feet ain't so far down. Looking down, now that it's over, reflecting all of my mistakes. feet from the edge, and I'm thinking maybe 6 feet ain't so far down. Hold me now, I'm 6 feet from the edge, and I'm thinking maybe 6 feet ain't so far down. I'm so far down. Sad eyes follow me, 'cause I still believe there's something left for me. So please come stay with me, 'cause I still believe there's something left for you and me, for you and me, for you and me. Hold me now, I'm 6 feet from the edge, and I'm thinking. Hold me now, I'm 6 feet from the edge, and I'm thinking maybe 6 feet ain't so far down. Hold me now, I'm 6 feet from the edge, and I'm thinking maybe 6 feet ain't so far down. Please come now, I think I'm falling. I'm holding on to all I think is safe. Hi, Fortnite Gamer. Thanks for the bits. Hi, Adele and Andy. I just want to give you a heads up, Darren, that my guitar playing is not, I don't, like, it's not going to sound like John Mayer. Just in case you had any illusions of my guitar playing. DJ, thanks so much for the follow. Also, this is one of my less less played John Mayer songs. Oh,